Hi, hello, everyone. I don't know how long I have because Gavin's home, but we shall see. Hello. Can you guys see me and hear me okay? Our song today is Fire and Gold by B. Miller. Fire and Gold. Hello, everyone. So I don't know how long I have because Gavin is home, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to do yes or no's again. Thank you. Yeah, I figured I'd hop on a bunch before I'm out for a little bit. But I'll start making this more of a regular thing when I'm back as well. All right, let's see. Kelly McFarland, will I ever be at peace? Yes, but you're feeling a lot. You're not feeling a lot. There needs to be a change in how you're working forward from some betrayal and a rebalancing out of the masculine feminine energies. It feels like right now your divine feminine is in a survival mode or a wounded mode, which is making your divine masculine in survival mode. Needing to really focus on that sacral and solar plexus chakras. It feels like that's where most of the imbalance is coming from right now. Judith Arrington, should I believe in TH? Should you believe TH? It's highly likely that if TH is a person, it's someone who's telling you what you want to hear, even though it's not all the way the truth. Kim Lillistone, I feel my family doesn't like me as I don't have a connection with any of them. How does your family feel? The way that you think is very different than your family, and that scares them. You see from different perspectives that they're not able to access, and it makes them feel inferior, so they push away from you. I guess you could say it's an example of too smart for your own good, kind of, in a way. Hoping for answers. Will I find a better job this year? Will you find a better job? You can, but you're standing in your own way. Either you're applying for things that are below your skill set, or you're just not showing up as confidently as you should be for your talents and skills. There's a better job coming, but you have to like align with your divine authority to know that you're the prize in the situation. You have something to offer the job, just as the job has something to offer you. Golden by Martin Almgren came on. We can make this golden. It's like you have the Midas touch. You can turn a situation into better, but you have to be the one to put in the effort of it. What's happening? Here we go. Lou Jones, is pursuing art or writing my path ahead? Art or writing? Yes, but don't get involved with anyone who's going to try and, I don't know if this is like investors or something. Make sure that your art stays your own. But yes, that's I have the King of Wands and Ace of Cups. So that's where your passion lies. That's your golden ticket. Nicolette, I'm feeling stuck. What should I do? You're not listening to your intuition. You need some self-love pouring into your own cup. There's either a mindset or a person that needs to be cut or cut out, and your intuition is trying to tell you, but because you're not aligned in self-love, you're not believing your intuition. It feels like there's a little bit of needing to heal an abandonment wound or like self-concept around your ability to maintain a shifted perspective. It's like you feel like you're going to take 2 steps forward and 8 steps backwards, but you don't have to do that. It's all like what you're projecting into your reality. So healing that wound and knowing that you can take steps forward. Anna, should I end my current romantic relationship? You already know the answer to that. It's like you start to go down that thought path, and then you feel like you're being disloyal even thinking that, even though you're not getting what you need out of the relationship. So you're being overly, I don't want to say overly loyal because there's no such thing as overly loyal, but like you're not letting yourself explore how you really feel because you feel like it's not fair to the other person, even though the other person is not being fair to you by not giving you what you need. It feels like needing to let yourself really explore that thought. What happens if I leave? How do I really feel without feeling guilty for like processing those thoughts? Should Alexis move on from her current relationship? Miss Game Over. The song that just came on was The Reckoning by Need to Breathe. Oh, Need to Breathe. So no, not walk away, but needing, it feels like there's some codependency or like too much intertwinement, needing to kind of give one another space to see if you feel differently after space. And if having more space is like something that can be maintained. It feels like gripping on too tightly because of fear of losing one another, but that's not like long-term healthy to do it that way. So just needing space and then seeing how that changes things. Will I reunite with my family? Monica F. Will you reunite with your family? The person who broke your trust or hurt you needs to put down their stubbornness or like their guard, or like needs to be willing to see and admit their responsibility in the falling out. I don't think they're ready to do that quite yet, but there is a transformation coming, but it feels like it's not something that's in your hands. It's in the other person's willingness to like put those walls down and like shift perspective. Gina Dean, my son said, does his granddad have a song or message from him? Lean on Me by Bill Withers. Trust is earned, not just freely given. Make sure that he voices and stands up for his beliefs and really owns who he is, because what he has to offer is something that the world needs. But he needs to step into like knowing that and being confident in that. I will always point you in the right direction. Let me put that other playlist back on 1 second. And keep putting one foot in front of the other. Don't stand still. Even if it's 1 foot in front of the other, you're still moving. An object in motion stays in motion. An object at rest stays at rest. I don't know if you like science or... Tracy, another psychic said I will be moving, but I have no plans to. Do you see me moving this year? See you moving. I mean, maybe eventually, but it doesn't look, I have the Knight of Pentacles, so that's slow. I have the Fool in reverse, so that's not really jumping into it. Four of Wands is reversed, so it feels like eventually you do. But I have the Empress as well. That's at least 9 months. It feels like it's not this year, but it's coming eventually. It's in your energy. It's just not like a right this minute thing. Shonda Tibbs, direction of the next phase of life. Finding what you really want to dedicate yourself to and not being worried about fear of failure and perfectionism. You don't have to be perfect to start something. You just have to be determined and dedicate yourself. Look within and figure out what it is that's calling to you. And also there's some shifting of like environment. Like, I don't know if this is a literal like kind of spring cleaning of your mindset and your environment, but it's like a thorn in your side. Something in the foundation is not letting you build on the foundation. So you have to take the thorn out of the foundation and figure out a purpose that pulls you out of a purpose that you're willing to not be aligned with perfectionism to start to work towards. It's like knowing that you don't have to be perfect at it, but you're willing to try. Tabitha Blanchard, should I leave my husband? I've been told he is cheating, but I have no proof. Is he cheating? I wouldn't say cheating, but I'm also not getting that you necessarily should stay. If you're going to stay, there needs to be a conversation so the two of you can get on the same page and not repeat cycles of just leaving things not talked about and just kind of backing away from one another. I'm not getting cheating, but I'm also getting that you're not happy and it shouldn't continue as is. So if you have a hard conversation and you both can't get on the same page, it may be time to look in that direction. But I'm not seeing cheating. I'm just seeing like disinterest of vulnerability, which is probably pointing to like something deeper underlying, but it's stemming from fear of vulnerability on your partner's side. Sherry, why is my grandson who is nonverbal afraid of going to school? First card I got was not wanting to sit at a desk. He's stuck in a room with someone who doesn't speak very calmly to him. I'm like mix in like feeling claustrophobic because of someone's words. I feel claustrophobic and unable to get away from someone's words. It's a female energy. I get in a panic because I don't know how to process how I feel when I start to feel suffocated by someone's words or like energy, attitude, demeanor. I feel like I want to get up and like walk the hallways just to breathe for a minute, but I can't. But it's not like a attack. It's like pressure, I guess you could say. Let me get a song with that one. Walk Alone, Rudimental by Tom Walker. Yeah, I want to walk the hallway. Oh, walk alone. Oh, I want to walk alone in the hallway. I want to get away from this person. Yeah, someone whose words make him feel claustrophobic. I don't know where I am. Hold on. Carolina Hernandez. Did my parents meet up in heaven? They're saying, don't worry, you know that we did. It's giving me the energy of like ignoring the crowd and running right to one another. When you see butterflies, that's me saying hello and the park bench. Angel of success. Look, one's on one side and one's on the other. Like they jumped to one another. Big yes. Let me get a song. La Bamba by Richie Valens. That I don't know if they like dancing, but that immediately gave me the energy of like doing the salsa together or something. Natalie, it says message retracted. I can't see what's on that one. My youngest daughter has struggled with fertility. She found out yesterday she is pregnant. Will this pregnancy go to term? Dana Craig. Let's see. I'm not saying you can't, but I'm saying whatever they say to do in terms of like taking extra care to do it. It does look like there may be either a scare or a struggle here, but that's not to say that it can't go well. Just make sure that if she needs rest, rest. If she needs a nutritionist to make sure that she's still eating, do it. Like it's going to be challenging but possible. Stephanie Tome, will I move my business this year or should I stay where I'm at? Will you move? It would be better for you to move, but there's still something like that's not right in your planning of it. It could be location of where you're thinking of going. It could be budget. It could be like the timing or something. There's something off in your planning. It does look like the better thing is to move. It will give you, I almost want to say more visibility. I don't know how that translates to you, but don't rush through important planning stages just because you want it to be over with, like the move to be over with. Don't rush. Was my brother-in-law's mom passing caused by foul play? Dreamweaver. Was there foul play? It looks like there's a potential money motive here. It could be foul play, or it could be something bad happens and someone takes advantage by not getting help or something like that. But there's some kind of, somebody's priorities are off and they're not all the way upset that the person has passed because of some financial motive. And it does look like almost like they asked for something and the person wasn't able to give it. There's something fishy there. Janet D, will I inherit money this year? I do have an inheritance for you, but it doesn't look like it's coming in this year. It doesn't look like it's coming in right now. And it almost looks like if you have money that's coming in from a person, that person hasn't passed yet, or something hasn't been all the way worked out yet. I do see you getting money from someone's passing, or something relating to it closing out with someone else and coming into your grip, but it doesn't look like this year. Linda Sue, will I receive a compromise offer in a financial matter? If you do, it's not going to be one that you love. It feels like, yes, there's going to be something, but it's going to be more on like their end of the compromise than your end of the compromise, if that makes sense. Natalie, having marriage issues. What's going to happen to our marriage? Are we going to separate? What's going to happen? I mean, it's on track to go that way right now. There is a possibility to get on the same page and fix it. But right now we have a tower, we have sabotage. It feels like self-sabotage because of inability to work through certain emotions. Could you get on the same page and avoid that? Yes, but it doesn't look like the other person wants to be on that. Yeah, the other, it's almost like your partner's in this kind of, I've given up. And if they decide to not be in taking that attitude about it, it could be fixed, but it's not going to be able to continue like it is right now. So it feels like kind of the ball is in their court, if that makes sense. Danae, should I work from home or from outside the home? Home. I feel like you want to work from home because you're sick of being annoyed by people. If you decide to work from home, make sure that you're still having interaction with people and that you're not just completely secluding yourself. It feels like you need to conversate with other people, and that's the benefit you get from outside of the office or outside of the home. But it also feels like outside of the home, then people kind of frustrate you or block you or annoy you. So as long as you can maintain having relationships and conversations outside while working inside. I think the home is better for you, but it could go either way. Hold on one second. Hold on. Okay, I got about a half hour and then I'm gonna hop off. Where am I? Dr. Leanne Beard, do my parents have a message for you? Stop doubting yourself. Allow yourself to remember who you were before you got forced to focus on the pain. There's this feeling of needing to free your mind from like a hamster wheel of thought that's draining you and then depleting like that confident type of energy. They're saying you have no idea how much you're meant for. You're meant for so much greater, so much bigger. You have sensed me when you felt a light breeze, and I feel healthy and happy. Hold on one second. Let me get a song for you. 1 second.
Can you please help me with this?
Yes, 1 second.
Yeah, well, let me just get
Flying Without Wings by Ruben Studdard is the song from your parents. Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I don't know where I'm at. My boyfriend George / buddy passed away 2 years ago. Does he have any message for me? Sarah C. You're very in your head about what you bring to the table. You're very in your head about what you can offer. And he's saying, if you could only see it through my eyes, you'd be so much more comfortable being confident. comfortable breaking cycles that feel like comfort zones because it's like subconsciously holding yourself back from your own greatness. Heaven's not too far by We Three. You know what's interesting? The first card I got was the Three of Cups. I don't know if 3 has significance or I'm sending you good luck, ladybugs and a 3-leaf clover. Look up to the sky and see the clouds. That is where I send you messages. So it feels like he's kind of telepathically communicating with you. There's the one. Do the things you love. Never regret doing what makes you feel happy. I feel like he's saying, I said this to you. Like I've been sending you messages of this. Allow yourself to live. Allow yourself to feel joy. Me, B. Will me and my girl ever be together? I do see rebalancing and a reunion here, but there's something blocking it. It's like you're not on the same paths. One of you is dealing with sabotage or like putting down a heavy burden, and one of you is dealing with betrayal. It's like needing to heal. You're kind of on the same path, but like different tracks. But it feels like it eventually comes back together, but just a little bit in the future, not quite right now. One second. Natalie Moreno, do you see me having another child and will it be a girl? I see it's possible. I'm not seeing it in your energy at this moment, like not like just about to happen. I feel like things need to kind of be more in balance. But I do see the possibility for it. I am getting girl energy, yes, but not quite just yet. Will I be a great grandma in the next 2 years? Deanne Lynn. I'm feeling it's more close to like 3 years or 4 years, not in the next 2 years. I do see it, just not yet. Sassy Sav. Is my brother in a positive mental state? If not, is there any way I can help? No. I have King of Pentacles reversed, the Moon, and 8 of Swords. He feels trapped in a dark place and unable to take guided action to get out of the place. It feels like he's dealing with a lot of like root chakra attacks, like feeling very imbalanced, not knowing which direction to head. It feels like someone emotionally manipulated him, and it was kind of like running into a brick wall unexpectedly. Let him know you're there for him. Plant the seed, but don't force it to grow. It's like kind of extend the open hand and allow him to come forward to take it. If you try and force it, he's going to run because he doesn't necessarily want to admit that he's feeling the way he's feeling. Not in the best state of mind, though, no, unfortunately. Heather Jones, do I have a purpose other than just a mom? You're never just a mom. A mom is a very hard job. Yes, you do. You have a value to offer in other ways. Public, showing others how to heal, sharing, spreading a message. There's a lot of orange though. It feels like it relates to children. It's something like your purpose is to share an element of motherhood that allows others to connect with you and work through justice, work through pain, or like end toxic cycles. Like kind of, no, that feels like what it is. End toxic cycles. The psychology of motherhood is what I'm hearing. The psychology of motherhood, implementing the psychology of motherhood. I don't know how that translates, but that's what I'm getting. CR Cook 210. Will I get a significant raise? Oh. The Empress, Ace of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Big yes. It feels like you're going to have to make some kind of choice before it happens, though. Like, the choice is kind of like the catalyst to the raise. I don't know how that works, but you either make a good choice for yourself or you make a good choice for the company, or something like that. And it's like, right, it's either a catalyst for the raise or you make the choice and then it just happens to be that the raise comes right after. But there is a raise, yes. Deborah, is this new year going to bring serious changes that will impact our society? Is this new year? It's like we're going into higher consciousness. We're going into 5D. So we're starting to shed away the things that cannot come. So the layer of falseness that has been placed on reality, we're starting to get opportunities to see through it. So there's going to be a lot of events that are very eye-opening, very awakening in that way. And it's to kind of shake people awake. So yes. Pia Lee, should I quit my job? I like the job but hate my boss. Should you quit your job? So I'll say this. Imagine if you had to live the same day of your life right now in 5 years from now, dealing with that boss every day, because it doesn't look like that boss is going anywhere. So it's a matter of how trapped does this boss make you feel, and what effect is that going to have on you mentally? Are you bringing home the frustration that this boss causes? Because if so, it feels like yes. I do have 2 5s here, which there needs to be a change. So either like accepting that this is just going to be part of it and being kind of blinders on to the effect that the boss has on you. But if you can't separate bringing work home, especially from the frustration from the boss, then yes, you should. But not like rush. You don't have to rush. Oh wait, Blackbird by Sarah McLachlan. Yeah, you should, but not rush. Just kind of like put feelers out there, and when you get the right thing, then go. Jill Little Hawk, when will I get my new home? So you are getting one. If it's already in the works, it looks about 6 to 13 months. If it's not already in the works, it's about 6 to 13 months from the time you start the works until it happens. But it is going to happen. Deb Jordan, my ex-husband was unalived. Was it an accident or intentional? Somebody wanted him out of the way. Tiny Dancer by Elton John is his song to you. So he's given me the message of somebody wanted him out of the way. I had to leave that way. So it was part of his life path, life plan, but also someone wanted him out of the way. The ladders, someone wanted to be ahead of him on a ladder, on the ladder. Catherine, will I ever get unstuck and follow my purpose in life? It's going to be a little while, and it requires you making a decision or a choice and sticking to it. There is an opportunity for 10 of Pentacles here, but it requires you to make a choice, create a plan, and start to work towards it, like giving yourself a purpose outside of yourself to pull you forward. Debs, should I stay working at my current job? No, you're being held back. There's a lid on your potential, and there's something that's affecting you about it more than you're seeing. Hall of Fame by The Script and will.i.am. You're meant for more. Lid on your potential. It feels like it's frustrating you that you can't get more responsibility or like higher ranking or more pay. It's like, you know, you're deserving of more than they're going to be willing to offer you. And it feels like that is subconsciously making you doubt your worth. So I would say it's probably not, again, not rush, but put feelers out there. But make sure that whatever you do find has the same amount of flexibility. I don't know what that means, but don't go for less flexibility. Ack girl, why did my brothers distance themselves from me? There was some kind of tower moment in which they wanted to suppress or repress their feelings instead of speaking about it. And now, since it's been a certain amount of time, it's like, okay, now we really can't talk about it. Stubbornness of vulnerability is what I'm getting. It's almost like something that they're viewing as a tower moment because you've been through like harder stuff doesn't feel like as big of a tower moment to you. But it's not that you're being insensitive or anything. It's just that like you're not. You know how to emotionally handle something that they don't have the tools to emotionally handle. So it's like fearing the vulnerability of that. Punch Monkey, should I be the one to go talk to my son? Yes, but don't expect it to go the way. Yes, but there's going to be some push and pull or push back, or it's not going to go like smooth sailing. But yes, there would be benefit to that. Julie M. Will Cody find a partner? Once he works on self-confidence, breaking out of some cycle that's not serving him when it comes to, it's like he doesn't truly believe that he could be taken seriously. So he's attracting people who would not take him seriously. So it's needing to change that mindset and know that he deserves to be taken seriously because he's being serious about what he has to offer. So yes, but like working on what his mindset is attracting. What's Poppin' by Jack Harlow. Confidence. Having confidence in what he has to offer. Free Quinn C. Will I find romantic love this year? Yes. So yes, but be careful about going into it too quickly or like rushing forward, because then it'll be one step forward, two steps back. There is someone coming in, but it's going to need to build up to something solid. So it may be that it starts as friends and works into romance. Don't rush it, because if it rushes, it's not going to go that way. But yes. Let me see. Savvy Sav, will my mother change in any way? Hearing that she's seeing things from a closed perspective, but that's like, you know, when you think you're right about something and then you're like, I don't know, need to go back and readdress that. It's like, that's what's happening. Getting a lot of stubbornness, a lot of resistance to change. Is it possible? She has to let herself feel supported instead of like attacked. Like she feels kind of like everyone's against her or out to get her. And that's making this stubbornness kind of increase. So needing to kind of address that area of it. Grace, will my family from another state apologize? I'm going to do about 5 more minutes, guys. And I got to go make sure he's good out there. They know they hurt you. I have 7 of Swords. They know they hurt you, but they're refusing to look at the effect that that actually has. Subconsciously, they have something to say to you, but they don't know how to say it. I knew it. It feels like they would rather wait a little while and see if you mess something up so that it's more even. Like if you have a slip up and they had a slip up, then it's like, oh, well, we both had slip ups. It feels like they're kind of waiting for that. If that doesn't happen, then there's a possibility they have something they want to say, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be a direct apology. More like, hey, let's forget that. It feels like that's more likely. Tracy, is my husband still in 3+ years of secret emotional affair with former girlfriend? He swore it ended when I found out. Well, it did end when you found out, but it looks like it's like peeking in and out. Not, I would say not completely done, but not what it was before. I almost get this energy of like saving it for later. I don't know what that means. Like keeping it kind of like on the hook so that it's available down the road if needed. Yeah, Curious George by Nate Rose just came on. I'm Curious George. I need to know everything. It feels, okay, this is what I'm getting. Yeah, not all the way walked away. It feels like it's not what I would, it's wrong because he knows that you don't want that connection, but it doesn't feel like it's necessarily an affair. It feels like it's more of like I check in from time to time to see if I still have you on the hook, is what it feels like. But it doesn't feel like consistent talking, and it doesn't really even feel like, I want to say it doesn't even feel like inappropriate, but obviously it is because it's not supposed to be happening at all, but it feels more just like the rush of a check-in, if that makes sense. I'm going to do like 5 more. Will the feds step in and put an end to the Karen Reed case within the next week? Court, let's see. It's confusing. Something's happening. The public is learning something, but it doesn't look like the actions that need to be. Yeah, I'm getting a no. The public learns something very soon, but it doesn't look like there's a pivot in direction quite yet. Not that it's not going to happen, but it doesn't look like it kind of feels like it's up in the air still, if that makes sense. Nan D, does my mom have a message for me? Forever Young by Bob Dylan. Listen to your intuition and remember who you are. Don't block yourself from happiness. I always want to say justice is coming or balance is coming, but you need to believe in your ability to maintain it so that when it comes in, you're confident to maintain it. I'm with all who have passed before, ancestors and long lost friends. Don't let the past hold you back and block you from future endeavors. You're almost to the top of the mountain is what I'm hearing. You're 5% away from the top of the mountain. You're welcome, Debs. Nyla, will me and SR reconcile? If there's third-party energy, the third party has to go away first. It feels like there needs to be patience here. It's possible, but like some pieces are in the way of it happening right now. So it depends on when those pieces get removed. Definite patience required. Katie, am I on the right path in my life right now? You have the right skills, talents, abilities, knowledge, all of that, but you're not using it in the right way or a big enough way or the right direction. You're holding yourself back. I have the Hierophant and the Devil and the Tower here. That's like as above, so below. If you're standing in your way in your mind, it's gonna block certain avenues of your reality. Needing to really let yourself feel your feelings and see what they're trying to tell you. It feels like your feelings are feeling uncomfortable or stuck in some areas of your life, and that's the parts that need adjustment. So you're going to be using what you already have, skill, talent, ability wise, but in a different direction, like pivoting. Lottie, will Colby be okay? Colby's coming up as the King of Swords in reverse, so not really communicating the amount of not being okay. I have 9 of Swords and the Tower. It looks like things may get worse before they end up getting better. 10 of Swords reverse. There is eventual healing or progress, but things get worse before they get better. Where did that one just go? Hold on, I saw a specific one and I don't know where it went. There it is. Tragic Wise 2. Is my son still with me? I kept hearing answer that, answer that, answer that. Hold on. Let me get a song. Peaceful, Easy Feeling by the Eagles. 2013 might be significant. He's trying to learn how to communicate with you better to tell you that you're not alone. Oh, it feels like you've gotten signs of his presence, but blocked it out. High Priestess with the 6 of Cups in reverse. I'm hearing don't stop following the light at the end of the tunnel. It's leading you through. The light at the end of the tunnel is leading you through. Angel of the Night Sky. Don't stop following the light at the end of the tunnel. He said, I said what I said. I love you with all my soul's being. So that would be a big yes. That's why he was telling me to answer. He said, I have something to say. Sassy Ness, am I on my spiritual awakening? There's action needed when it comes to allowing for vulnerability of thought, like allowing yourself to kind of think out of the box. So yes, but it feels like in order for the wheel to continue turning, there needs to be almost like start exploring topics that feel like a leap forward in thought to kind of pull you into the next stages of it. Sassy Sav, will I be able to have a child? I'm getting a yes eventually, but there's a need to kind of take better care of yourself before going in that direction. Lauren M. Is my dog Bailey okay? Can't take her to the vet because she massively freaks out. Oh, there's a dog on the card. Something could be better, but it doesn't feel dire. I would almost say like try changing like food or something like that. It's almost like there's some discomfort, but it doesn't require a vet visit, if that makes sense. Jean Hill. I'm an author, lives in England. Can you tell me if I'm to have a good 2024? There's a need to be patient with yourself when it comes to forward progress. If you get too in your head about thinking you should be further in certain areas than you are, it's going to make you feel rushed. And that's going to make you feel like you're having a bad year because it's going to make you feel behind. But if you can stay patient, you're going to learn a lot in the process of this year. A very studious year. Janet J. Will I ever fall in love? Yes, but first you need to define what it is that you want in a partner so that you're not like opening up because of attention, but you're opening up because of the person deserving it. It feels like there's going to be a test of some sort for you. Like, are you willing to accept less than you deserve and desire? And then if you don't, the Emperor flipped out. So if you don't settle for less than you deserve, you will be able to find love. But there's going to be a test of how long are you going to allow someone that to be in your life that isn't going to fulfill you. It feels like that's something that is upcoming, the test. Tina Baldwin, I'm having terrible nightmares. Why? Fear of the future. It's like you don't know what to expect. You don't really know maybe what you want, or like there's some question mark in the future that your brain is like replaying or playing every possible scenario to prepare you for not knowing what to expect. Yeah, 5 and 7 of Swords, as I said that. Needing to come up with a plan or a solution to whatever's worrying you about the future, or start working towards having it kind of organized so that your brain isn't kind of sabotaging you by trying to fill in the blanks of any possibility. Mama Hen 87, what is Corey's song for me to listen to? Bridge Over Troubled Water by Simon and Garfunkel. Bridge Over Troubled Water. He said, I said what I said. Holy crap. Bridge over troubled water. That's crazy. D.O. Why did I develop vertigo spiritually? Huh. So imagine an air balloon, a hot air balloon. I don't know if this is a good example. So a hot air balloon is just supposed to float up into the air, right? Where like those slingshot rides slingshot you. You did shadow work all at once and it slingshotted your hot air balloon. This is almost giving me the energy of like doing hypnosis, or like you did some kind of deep consciousness work and it released really heavy things that were keeping you down. But it almost feels also like more shadow work is needed. It's like the shadows went away, but there's other shadows that need to come through. It feels like that. It feels like you released a lot all at once and your consciousness was like, whoa, what is this? That's what I'm getting. Hold on one second. Okay. Karen Bell, does my dad have a message for me? Happiness is a choice that you must wake up and choose every day. You need to trust yourself to allow yourself to make the decisions that will make you feel aligned with joy. In my life, the Beatles. There's something that he wants you to look at his life and use as an example to push. I almost want to say push through the fog or push through a dark cloud. Oh, yeah. If I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently and acknowledged the importance of it's the little things that count. So one, he's looking down at you, and two, allow yourself to use him as an example of pushing towards joy, and trusting yourself to make the decisions that will allow for joy. You made the right decision. Stop thought spiraling. You made the right decision. You made the right decision. Stop thought spiraling. Wow, one more song, he says. 1 second. Echo by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Echo. He said it, and then I said it to you because I zoned out. He was saying it, and then I said it. That's an echo. Well, that's direct. You made the right decision. Stop thought spiraling. Echo. Patricia Trainer, how will my oral surgery go next Tuesday? I'm a bit anxious. I feel you there. It's going to go fine. It's going to kind of go quicker than you expect. I don't know if like time just goes quicker or it literally feels quicker or it literally goes quicker. You're not going to feel like doing everything you need to do to take care of yourself afterwards. You're going to need to push yourself to do those things because you're going to be uncomfortable and be like, I don't feel like doing this. Do it. Because if not, then there could be some kind of issue, but it's avoidable with caring for yourself the way that you need to afterwards. So make sure you're doing everything they tell you to do, even if it hurts, even if you don't feel like it, sticking to their plan. Sun-kissed. Does my dad have a message for the family? He's not gone. Your roots are who you are, and he is part of your roots. So he is therefore with you. He's not gone. He likes when you talk to him, when you communicate with him. Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. Someone have a baby or there's either a baby or a child that like either has been like maybe talking to the air or has claimed to like interact with him. Like he's presented himself to somebody. It feels like a child. Oh, I have touched, hugged, or kissed you for reassurance and comfort. If my passing has been difficult, I'm sending you joy and adaptability. Oh, he really wanted to talk to you. You Make My Dreams Come True by Daryl Hall and John Oates. I don't know if a treehouse has significance or if he's pointing towards like a higher perspective. I'm seeing like a swing on a tree or a swing on a treehouse. And just him saying over and over, I'm there, I'm there, I'm there. I don't know if he means the tree or the house or something, but he's there. I'm going to do 2 more. I know I keep saying that, but I'm going to do 2 more and then I'm going to hop off. What is this big transition I'm going through, Mystic? What is the big transition? You're freeing yourself from a toxic cycle of not listening to your intuition or not understand. Oh, your psychic gifts. Your third eye is opening. And it started in the dream state because you weren't trusting it in the waking state in some regards. It's almost like you were like, wow, that's way too direct. I must be thinking that instead of channeling it. But you're starting to wake up to the fact that it's actually channeling. It's just more direct channeling. There's something you're meant to do with it, though. It feels like you're meant to help a specific person that's close to you, and then that gives you the confidence to start really exploring it more, if that makes sense. Don't Think Twice, It's All Right by Bob Dylan. Oh, yeah, your intuition. Don't think twice. Trusting your intuition. Your third eye is clearing and opening. Kara Ryan, will my son do well in high school? He's going to struggle with like being in his mind about social situations. But it's not necessarily anything's going to happen. It just feels like anxiety that has to be worked through. The more he can get out of his head, the better he'll feel. It does feel like it's difficult for a minute, and then it comes together after he kind of figures out his footing or figures out his balance when it comes to who he wants to be in social settings, which is like the whole day for high school. So who he wants to present himself as. Once he feels confident in that, he'll start enjoying it more. Gia Pet, I'm really struggling to make money and move forward after many years of trauma. Am I going in the right direction? So yes, you're going in the right direction, but it feels like you're not moving as quickly as you'd like to be moving, because it feels like you've been focusing a lot on the healing, on the release, on letting go of the pain. Now it's time to switch into the mindset of, okay, all of that was gas in the tank. What can I do? What can I, like the transmuting stage? It's like you felt the feelings, you did the work. Now letting the work for you, letting yourself align with a purpose outside of you to kind of pull yourself forward. It feels like you're holding yourself back from doing that because you don't feel worthy. You feel, yeah, this guy came out as I said that, don't feel worthy. It feels like other people saw you as broken and you've subconsciously adopted that mindset, and it's just needing to reprogram that so that you can see you're further along than you believe yourself to be. Hold on. It's your story. Feel free to hit them with a plot twist whenever you want. So hit them with that plot twist. You are the author. You can change things whenever you want to. All right, I'm going to do one more. Nuanced D Lunacy. Did I do the right thing in May? You feel like there was multiple options, but in reality, there really wasn't another option. Like, basically, this was a test of, are you going to identify the only option out of all the options that actually is an option? So yes. Hearing case closed over and over. Case closed, case closed, case closed. All right, last one. Lorene, it's my son's 30th birthday today. Should I contact him? It feels like if you want to speak to him, yes. It doesn't feel like he's going to reach out to you. It feels like you might not see any immediate like good come from it, but it's planting the seed for something later. It feels like he would appreciate it, but he might not show that to you. So that may be literally not answering, but still appreciating it. It may be conversating and kind of just feeling a little closed off, but underneath it would be appreciated, but also he's not willing to show you that appreciation at the moment. But it will somehow help down the line, if that makes sense. Okay, really one more because I can't hear him. I need to make sure he's good. The Domes one. Is there a message from my husband who passed away? He's still there with you and the family. Oh, you and the family. I have Queen of Pentacles as I said that. He's still in your heart. Let yourself be happy. Don't hold yourself back from moving forward with your life because you feel like you're leaving him behind. You still need to live. Yeah, you still need to live. And let yourself feel your feelings. You feel like if you start feeling them, you're going to drown in them. But he's like, I'm right there with you to help you through them. I know it's difficult. City of Stars. Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone. He's saying that that's significant. Dancing by a streetlight. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. I am sorry. Please forgive me. This feels like well, it feels like there's a double meaning, but it feels like I'm sorry for not being able to give you the goodbye that you deserved. I'm sorry that I hurt you the way I hurt you by leaving. Like, I didn't want to leave you behind. But it's something deeper because he's saying you were right. You were right. I don't want you to stress. I want you to know that I now also see that you were right. And that I didn't want to leave you. Your Song by Elton John. There's something significant about that street light. He's trying to guide you in a direction. Like, he's trying to, like, sway you one way or the other, like, help push you forward. And he's saying, let yourself move forward. Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, Otis Redding. Sitting on the, oh, go with the flow. Flow forward. He wants you to flow forward. It's like, okay. He's showing me this image of one of those life raft tubes tied to something. And he's like, you've been in the tube for survival for so long that you've forgotten that you're able to swim. And if you just kind of let yourself try to start floating, you'll remember that you're able to swim, if that makes sense. All right, everyone, I'm going to hop off. Thank you all for coming to the live. I am going to try and hop on. Gavin's off on Monday, so I may do another one like this, hop on for a little bit. Oh, this was an hour and a half? Oh. Anyway, crazy how you don't really know how much time is going by when you're channeling. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming. I'm going to try and hop on at least one more time. I'll be on Tuesday for sure. Yeah, talk to you soon. Okay, buddy, I'm coming.